Yo, what's up YouTube? James back here and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today, we're going to be using the Hail G-Max Inteleon team with G-Max Inteleon, Ninetales, Sandslash, NDD Male. We have Passimian and Incineroar. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go check it out as always. And if you want to try out this team, there is a rental code available for 2 weeks down below in the description, as well as a pay spin. So make sure you grab the team or the rental while you can, because it is a limited time offer. Otherwise, a few announcements before this video starts. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help push out my video forward, helps with the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out my channel and myself out. So if you do enjoy these videos and want to support me, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Very much appreciated. Otherwise, you can check me out on Twitch. I do live stream VGC almost every single day on Twitch. Recently, it's been every single day. Make sure you go check it out. More action down below. You can chat with me, ask me VGC questions. Feel free to come hang out with me and my awesome community. Go check it out. Link in the description down below. We're also doing some variety games as well. And we're currently doing Kid Icarus Uprising 9.0. One of my favorite games of all time. Make sure you go check it out in the description down below. Because, oh boy, I don't think we're going to ever have like a very relaxing moment. Because everything's so intense in that game right now. Especially where the point where we're at. Make sure you go check it out. Link in the description down below. Otherwise, you could check out the rest of my social media as listed before. But you know what? I think that's enough talking for now. Let's get started with today's video. So today's common question of the day is going to be, make sure you answer it in the comment section down below. Have you ever traveled anywhere outside your country? But if you haven't traveled outside your country, where is the farthest place you've ever traveled to? Whether it's state, county, city, whatever. Let me know in the comments down below. So I've traveled all around the, well, not all around the globe, but I've traveled quite far, especially for competing at Pokemon tournaments. I have been paid to travel across the world, to Australia, to Brazil, to Germany, in order to travel to Pokemon tournaments and compete for them. It's been incredible because of the travel award system, which was incredible back when I was a part of it, of course, with everything frozen right now. But it's always great, and I've been reminiscing about those trips. So let me know in the comments down below where you like to travel or where you have traveled. Let's see. I love traveling for Pokemon like Canada and a bunch of other regions. We have a team of Tyranitar, Excadrill, Comfey, Goodra, Togekiss, and the Rotom-Wash. So pretty interesting team. We do have a little bit of concern. Passimian does seem to do well if I can get rid of that Togekiss. I don't know if I like Incineroar. I probably don't. I like Inteleon plus Sandslash though. I am a little bit worried about dealing with the Rotom. That's probably like the biggest concern I have. I have Ninetales though, and the Passimian in the back. I think it's really good here. Yeah, let's try it out. This is kind of a tough matchup because Rotom-Wash is kind of annoying for my team with what I'm bringing. I'm not bringing my NDD, which is probably like my best way to deal with Rotom, because there is the Tyranitar, the Excadrill, there is pretty specially defensive mons in like Goodra and Togekiss, which is why I don't exactly want to bring it. I could block the Tri-ish, but it really doesn't change anything because you would floor healing yourself. And if you don't know the mechanics with Psychic Terrain, you can actually go for priority moves on your side of the field. If you self-inflict it, it doesn't work for the opponent's side of the field though. So just a thing to note. So that's why NDD can't really stop anything here. So I don't think it's absolutely worth it. I think the 4 I'm bringing are the best options. It's going to come down to what they decide to lead though. It's going to be the Goodra Comfey, which is probably my best potential. That's pretty decent for us actually. I do get to bring out my Inteleon plus my Sandslash, and I do have the Max Hailstorm that could come out into the Goodra. I could also go for an Icicle Crash. Both are potential options here. I wonder if we ally switch. My biggest threat, I think, is the Goodra, but I am worried about potential ally switch. Maybe it's better to just double up the Comfey slot with a Iron Head, or maybe I should just crash, because if there is ally switch, I can catch it, and if not, I'm pretty sure Comfey goes down to it because it's not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world. You know, I'm going to Snipe Shot and Icicle Crash here. We might see Dynamax from Goodra potentially. We will see here. I don't want to trick him going up. We're actually going to see the Comfey retreat here into the Tyranitar, which means I am most likely going to be able to get rid of Tyranitar, I imagine. Goodra doesn't carry Protect, so I could have actually crashed the slot, and it looks like I could have. Looks like there is a Dynamax coming out. So that's unfortunate for me because I could have been put into such a good position, but I don't think it's that bad of a spot here. We're going to see the Goodra Dynamax here, which is going to use up a turn, which means it is going to use a fire move. If I can get a Tyranitar that prevents basically, well, that does a few things. One, it prevents weather from being changed from my opponent. So that's pretty good. Unless the Goodra has an ice move, we're going to go for the Snipe Shot. Super effective. I should be able to hit this Tyranitar for like 60%. Yeah, about. Weakness Boss is going to activate. I don't think Icicle Crash actually knocks out, but if it survives, that's actually probably okay for me. We're going to see the Crash going to come out into the Tyranitar slot and come out into the Tyranitar. Oh, it does actually pick up the knockout, which is actually pretty nice. So Tyranitar does go down. That's pretty good. And we will get a special... Okay, we are going to see the Flare. Okay. Does knock out. I guess my opponent can't change the weather with Flare, but I think that's okay here. It's not like exactly the worst position in the world. It's a critical hit. Does not matter. I have to rely on Passimian to win the game now. If it's Togekiss in the back, I am a little bit concerned, but I'd be Rotom in the back at this point. That's what I'm trying to convince myself. I'm going to go Passimian here. Goodra's not, I mean, Ninetales isn't really worth it here in this spot, I feel like. So I'll bring out the Passimian as my opponent brings out the Comfey once again. I do want to go for a double up in the Comfey. I don't know if Max Lightning would actually knock me out in this position. I have no clue. If you go for Max Dragon, you increase my... If you go for Max Dragon, you increase my attack stat because of Defiance. So it's better just to go for the Quake here and just get damage on the Comfey. I do want to try to knock out the Comfey, assuming it's not a Berry Berry. I don't think it lives the combination. And yeah, I just want to get that Comfey out of here because I don't want Trick Room going up. Trick Room would be bad for me. So I don't think this is a bad spot. I do have to rely on my Passimian quite a bit, but I think overall super solid. Max Lightning could come out from the Goodra. I don't know what moveset it will exactly carry. You want to assume it's a Dragon move. We saw the Fire move. And then the rest, hard to say. It has a lot of good coverage. It gets like Overgrow, for instance. It gets options like Max Quake. So I don't know. We will see. Bring out the giant Passimian. We are going to Dynamax this Passimian here and see if this little baboon here can put in some work, as we are going to see. Ally Switch? Giga Drain. Okay, that's fine. So we'll live that. Doesn't do too much. Okay. I wonder if it's like a Sap Sipper with a physical Goodra, but it does have Fire move, so it is mixed guaranteed. Snipe Shot going to come out into the Comfey. Doing very little damage, but that's okay. Max Steel Spike. It is actually one of those berries. Okay. So that's interesting. We will go for the Max Steel Spike into the Comfey. And that doesn't really do too much. Okay, that's a bit concerning. That means Goodra probably going to knock me out, which is a concern. Oh, Overgrow. Well, yeah, it does go for the KO, but that's fine. Okay. Huh. I really wonder if it's a weakness policy or anything on the Goodra. Inteleon goes down. That's okay here. I'll be able to go for... The question is, what do I do with Ninetales? I'm locking the Scarf. Should I just go for the Blizzard? Or should I just lock in a Freeze Dry? Actually, Freeze Dry is better because it can hit Rotom. Yeah, I like Freeze Dry here. And going for Quake, I think. So I can survive an attack from the Goodra. Yeah, I like that. I don't think I need Veil Up in this game. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I don't. We'll go for the Quake. We boost our special defense against the Goodra so we can take it on, especially like Rotom or Togekiss in the back. Yeah, I like this play. I really wonder if there's anything. We saw Max Overgrow. I'm assuming it's based on Power Whip. Please don't have Steel Spike. That's the only concern. If Goodra has Steel Spike, this game gets very complicated. We're gonna see Giga Drain. It is into Sap Zipper, so oh no, is this Steel Spike? If it's Steel Spike, I would have preferred getting a Veil because I would have gotten something other than nothing. Freeze Dry gonna come out in the Comfey. Does put it low. Here comes the Quake. We will live anything like a Fire move, for instance. Let's see. This is a very concerning point. If they go for Quake, that's fine too. I don't mind if they have Quake. Because we saw Fire move, Grass move. It has to have a Dragon move. So what's the last one? Is it Steel Spike? It's just Flare. Okay, I'll take that. Wait, is it based on Fire Punch that KO'd? Oh, it's a physical. I didn't know Goodra got a physical Fire move. Is it Fire Punch? I think it's Fire Punch. Oh no. That was a mistake right there. Alright, let's see who the last Pokemon is. It's gonna come down to the last Pokemon. Oh boy. Togekiss, okay. I mean, I have +1 plus Assault Vest. It's gonna come down to how fast this Togekiss is and what can it really do to pressure me. I am gonna go for the Steel Spike though into the Togekiss. This is really bad of a spot though. This is really bad of a spot. This Goodra actually kind of messed me up. I guess I should have Steel Spikes, but I really wanted the Quake Boost because I thought it was a Fire Togekiss. Apparently it is like all physical, maybe? I thought it was mixed. I wonder what the Goodra's moveset is though. It might, I don't know, Dragon Claw? Follow me is fine because I was targeting Togekiss anyway. Unfortunately, I won't KO, which is the bad part. But here comes the Steel Spike. Into Togekiss. Not enough damage. I really wish we were able to get the KO or we were to keep Ninetales alive. Outrage. That really doesn't do much damage though. Okay, it comes down to who's faster between, I think, Passimian and the Goodra, maybe. Yeah, because I'll take the Outrage, not bad, but I'm not sure how much I'm taking from the Gleam. Togekiss could have Protect too. There's a lot of factors here. This is a very scary situation. It is faster. Oh, no. Doesn't KO. I think it's going to come down to Outrage Confusion stuff. Oh, boy. So Togekiss goes down. Here comes an Outrage. We do survive on 5. Okay, Passimian. It is confused. I think the best play here is to go for the Iron Head because we have a chance to flinch as well as a confusion chance. So I don't think a close combat will knock out at this range. I think it is better to go for the Iron Head here into Goodra. Oh boy, this is super close. This is super close. Iron Head gonna come out into the Goodra. Oh, I think I need another Iron Head because I don't think close combat would be enough. And they break through both, and that is gonna be the game. So Passimian does go down. Physical Goodra did kind of mess me up here. I didn't know it got a physical fire move. I did not know it got Fire Punch. So I guess I now know it gets Fire Punch. Okay, I would, if I set up Aurora Veil with Ninetales, it was a better play, I guess, or at least do something else with it. I wish we were able to see the team because I don't think my opponent showed the team, unfortunately. No, they didn't. I would have loved to see it. I wanted to confirm it was Fire Punch. I'm assuming it was Fire Punch, but... Goodra. That thing's rising in popularity. Comfey and Goodra have been rising in popularity, which has been interesting. Which makes sense because there's a lot of, like, Venusaur that has been popping around everywhere. But yeah, we got our next opponent. Beat up. Really weird stuff. This is a really weird beat up team. Not Orangu. Why did I think that was Orangu? It's Rillaboom. I don't know why. They're kind of like the same Pokemon for some reason. Actually, I can see the resemblance. Rillaboom, Azumarill, the Whimsicott, Clefairy, Cobalion, and Chandelure. Okay. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. I feel like the best play, I don't think Imprison is a good play here. I like Ninetales plus the Sandslash for sure. I just don't know what the last Pokemon should be. I feel like I don't bring the Inteleon because Inteleon really doesn't do much. I'm thinking I go Passimian plus Incineroar because I think it pressures like most of the Pokemon better. I gotta be worried about the Azumarill though. Azumarill is a little bit close to call, but you know what? I think this is the right play. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if we're gonna be able to pull through or not. But yeah, I do think we do have a shot. It just depends. It really depends on what my opponent leads because they could go beat up or the Trick Room mode. Both are kind of like scary options for me depending on their team. You might be wondering, hey, why are you leading Hail? I don't think they're gonna lead Chandelure here. That's Rillaboom, Whimsicott? No, Cobalion. Okay, perfect. Although I am double weight to Cobalion, Quadra is things against everything. Okay, And this might not have been the best play now that I think about it. I have a feeling you would Steel Spike here to Ninetales and you would go for the Tailwind here. You're not going to beat up, right? Because I don't think you would beat up in this position. Yeah, I'm going to go Incineroar here. I'm going to Iron Head the Whimsicott. I think I got to make a hard read because I kind of went with this lead autopiloting like normal. But then I realized, wait, this isn't exactly a good lead against this now that I think about it like closely. So I think a better lead is Inteleon here. Good to know. Or Incineroar at least with Ninetales so I could fake out Blizzard to Whimsicott. We will get Intimidate off into the Cobalion. I don't know if Sandslash lives to Max Knuckle after a Intimidate, but I'm hoping. We will see the Dynamax come out here from the Cobalion. Most likely going to go, I'd assume, for the Steel Spike. I think the Steel Spike makes the most sense to me. Let's see. If we go for the max fighting, good play, although I just don't see it. That one does come out from the Whimsicott, no surprise. And Moment of Truth. Rockfall is fine too, although I do take a bit, which kind of sucks with Incineroar. But not too bad damage at all for the Incineroar. Alright, so we are going to be able to hang on. Sandstream is activated, but that's no big deal. We're able to get an Iron Head off, knock out the Whimsicott. Yep, it's Focus Sash, but the rock or the sand will knock out the Whimsicott. So that's good. We got a good turn out of this. The problem is the next couple of turns are going to be rough. So let's see what comes out here. I think it could be a Chandelure here. Chandelure makes a lot of sense because you get to click Heat Wave. Rillaboom comes out, which is not the Pokemon I expected. Okay. Maybe fake out in Incineroar and Max Knuckle is the play? Actually very curious about that play. Alright. Grassy Seed. Not what I expected. Okay. Go hard Ninetales and probably just Protect. Yeah, I like the Protect play a lot. I like to Protect it play a lot because of the fact that I just want to try to stall out the Dynamax and have options to, I think, which is a Zoomer on the back. It could be a Chandelure. I think it's just good to have like options covered just in case. We know the Chandelure can't be Focus Sash, so I wonder what the item on the Chandelure will be in the future. We will get the Protect off with our Sandslash, as we're going to see Fake Out go out into the Sandslash, and it's a Max Knuckle and Incineroar because that will not have KO'd. Rockfall again, okay. Really adamant about getting Rockfall, but I don't mind that. Wow, Ninetales actually takes that because Cobalion's really weak. Cobalion's really weak. Okay. I do not mind that. That's actually pretty advantageous to us. As... yeah, that's actually very advantageous to us. Because now we can get Cobalion at -2, and then we could start setting up with Rillaboom, which is what I want. I think I want to go for Rillaboom endgame. Which is why I'm trying to make all these plays here. So I'm going to go for my Incineroar once again. And go for the Icicle Crash. I kind of wish I had a Triple Axle. A lot of comments have been asking why I don't have Triple Axle. I forgot that was a move. I forgot that was a move when I was making this team. Triple Axle is probably a good set on this team. So yeah, if you want to try a Triple Axle, try it yourself. I think it might be a good addition. But I am going to go for Icicle Crash. We'll see how this goes. I need chip damage on the Rillaboom. And the damage onto the Cobalion in its Dynamax form is not really going to help us too much right here. So I think this is the right play. Let's see what's going to come out. Knuckle finally going to come out into Sandslash. We are able to survive, thankfully, because it is at -2, now -1. Which is fine. He didn't get any Steel Spike boost. We're in a pretty good position now, as we're going to see the Acrobatics come out. Okay, that's an interesting move. That actually did a good amount of damage at neutral. And Icicle Crash is going to come out into the Rillaboom. Okay amount of damage. Okay. Okay. We're able to heal with the grassy terrain a little bit. Okay. Trying to figure out how to position myself. because I can go for fake out. How much is a grass here left? 3, right? Yeah, 3. Okay. I kind of just want to fake out the Rillaboom and go for the Drill Run here. No, I kind of want to KO the Rillaboom. Yeah, I want to KO the Rillaboom. I'm going to go for the KO on Rillaboom. If I can get rid of Rillaboom, that means Ninetales is open up to get a Veil, which I think helps in the end game. Rillaboom flinches, close combat gonna come out, target down my Incineroar, perfect, okay. I had a feeling that they were gonna close combat one of the two, and I felt like Incineroar was more likely because I don't think you're afraid of the Sandslash when Flare Blitz could threaten a KO. So yeah. And can we hit the crash? Nice. We are gonna be able to get rid of this Rillaboom, so Rillaboom does go down, excellent. And yeah, that means no more grassy terrain. I mean, no more grassy glide terrain priority. I live on a little bit too, so I'll be able to get one more hit off. Perfect. Perfect. That one does expire here, and I want to go on a Ninetales because I can now threaten an Aurora Veil. Or I could go for Blizzard. There's a lot of different plays I can make. Chandelure comes out. Okay, excellent. 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 We get to go Ninetales. And I can go for Blizzard. I don't think it changes much. I'd rather get Aurora Veil up because I think setting up Passimian Dynamax endgame is the right play. Yep. So I will go for the Aurora Veil here. And we'll go for the Drill Run here. Into the Chandelure. We're setting up for Dynamax Passimian endgame. Passimian Dynamaxing for both games. As we do get the Drill Run off into the Chandelure. Does an okay amount of damage. Pretty solid. As we will knock out our Sandslash right here, which is completely okay. And Aurora Veil does go up, so perfect. Although I don't think Cobalion actually knocks me out because it's -2. Ironhead. Oh wait, no, I wasn't at full health. Never mind. I forgot I took damage from the Max Rockfall earlier. That would have been awkward because like I would have not done anything, but that works. All right, now we have Cobalion at -1. It's -1 actually because of the I forgot to went for the Max Knuckle earlier. Got 2 Intimidates off. We get to go Passimian and we get to finally Dynamax here. And assuming that Dynamax Passimian can win this game, and I'm pretty sure it can, I'll go for the. Let me just double check. It's -1, right? Yes, -1 in a lot of stats here. We will go for the Quake and the Chandelure, and yeah, that's pretty much how we go here. Ally Switch could be a thing, but the Cobalion would be taking it. I don't know if Chandelure would live this through Protect after the hail damage activates. I have no clue. But let's see what is going to go on here as we will Dynamax our Passimian for this endgame. 2 Dynamax Passimians. 2 Dynamax Passimian games in a row. And yeah. Love that this last minute edition. The original team actually didn't have Passimian. It had Weakness Policy Dragapult, but Passimian's been putting in some work, which I'm really happy to see. We are going to see the close combat come out into the Passimian doing absolutely no damage. Was that damage? Excuse me, was that damage? We're faster than the Chandelure too, so it is a slower variant of Chandelure. So we are able to get a Quake off and knock out the Chandelure, and that, my friends, should be good game. I do not see Cobalion coming out of this. I can now go for the Max Knuckle play into the Cobalion, even if it's a Weakness Policy Cobalion. For some reason, it's not going to be able to knock me out with its close combat +1, even if it critical hits me. So yeah, and if you decide to play passive turns with Protect, I am going to be getting a decent amount of damage, as well as getting some big residual damage with the Max Knuckle. So Dynamax Passimian going to be able to pull out a victory here. So we'll go for the Max Quake. Oh, it goes for the bounce, actually. Oh, they're going for the para end game. Right, I forgot this was a thing. Max Knuckle. Okay. And we will go for Max Knuckle into the Cobalion. Hopefully no para, because the para could, it could make it annoying. Okay, no para, which is thankful, and Max Knuckle might survive, but it's -1. Never mind, Cobalion goes down. Might be a decently tanky Pokemon, but not at -1 defense. In the face of Passimian, we are able to eliminate the Cobalion, and that is going to be Good game. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battle. Some interesting Pokemon involving Balion and Goodra and Comfey that we were able to face. The first game, I think if I Aurora Veiled, I would have actually been able to come out on top. It did also come down to some outrage hits with Confusion, Iron Head, but you know what? It was probably in my opponent's favor, I think, to move. I actually don't know the map. I think it's in my opponent's favor to move. Let's check out this team though. Grassy Seed, Rillaboom, max attack. That's why he did so much. I was wondering why I did so much to my Incineroar. We're gonna see the Belly Drum Azumarill, 3 attacks. Standard Tailwind beat up Whimsicott. The support Clefairy if I see Wind. Assault Vest Cobalion, which I had a feeling it was. The safety goggles on the Chandelure here. And how slow was this? It was actually not the slowest, but it's not exactly invested. If you're wondering why I also went for the predicted to Steel Spike out of anything, I thought my opponent would be worried about 2 things. 1, Icy Wind potentially from the Ninetales, it being Focus Sash. 2, they probably didn't want to set up a Aurora Veil because they wouldn't have been in the greatest spot, which is why I felt like it was worth committing to a Hard Reave with Incineroar. Although the Max Knuckle play didn't work out because Sandslash would have gone down to a -1 Max Knuckle. I thought it was worth it just because like I felt they had to target the Ninetales. If I got a Aurora Veil up and I was Focus Sash, it would have been really detrimental. And I understand they're going for the Rockfall because 1, it prevents the Aurora Veil from going up. 2, the sand would knock out the Ninetales, so Ninetales would be gone. I suppose my Sandslash speed would be dropped. So yeah, there were a lot of things about that Rockfall play. Luckily, we were able to close it out there. So hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. Show support as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the size series, and more. You can check out the page of this team down below in the description as well. So rental code if you do want to try it out. Make sure you grab it while you can though. It is a limited time offer of 2 weeks. Make sure you grab it while you can. You can check out my social media side series. If you want to go an extra mile to put my content, you can go check out my Patreon page. But there are other ways you can help me out for free by leaving a like on this video, leaving a comment down below, and sharing this video with friends. All ways to help me out for free. And just by watching this video, you're helping out me immensely. So thank you so much for that. Otherwise, you can check out my community Discord as well. Join us for some interesting VGC discussions, more stuff you can talk about with me and my awesome community. You can check me out on Twitch, as I said before. Join the conversation. Links in the description down below. And if you want to see more VGC action, make sure you check me out on Twitch. Otherwise, I think that is going to be pretty much it. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.